Hey, it's you. Come on in. We're glad you're here.
We have an adventurous soap today from Hoffman's Grooming.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
And on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for spending this time with us. Your chair is always open. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres, why, join the chat, meet the Whiff Pack, a cool group of folks hanging out, and they'd love to meet you too.
They would. And for our mention today, we have these blades we've spent a little more time with from Rex Supply Co.
Yeah, y'all, Razor Emporium in Arizona. This is their first offering of in-house blades. They are made in the Czech Republic. They are listed on the site as highly aggressive. However, having a year to practice my shaving routine, these are incredibly smooth and incredibly comfortable while being incredibly sharp. And I think that's the connection. So if you got your angle down, if you got the razors you love, try a sharper blade. It is an amazing experience. No weepers, no irritation when I throw the alcohol on my face afterwards. I am loving these blades. If you happen to, put them in the comments.
Yeah, we're super curious to see what you think. They're like the new one going around right now.
And what's our soap today?
Our soap today is called Monte Cristo's Revenge. I had to look up a little bit of history on Monte Cristo because I don't really know much, I'll be honest. But the label looks super fun.
Y'all, based on an iconic character from an iconic book, this should be an interesting soap. Let's meet it. All right, y'all, so from the sales page at hoffmansgrooming.com.
Kings to you, Ferdinand. This is our homage to the timeless Count of Monte Cristo. Welcome to Monte Cristo's Revenge. And we did some homework. We went to thirstybadger.ca and checked out his blog. And this is technically an homage. I will probably say this wrong, but I'll do my best. Piredo Baldiafrique? If you know what that is? Well, we don't know. We'll
I'll
put a
take
little
that.
blurb.
This is not a fragrance channel. Yeah, we mispronounce these drastically. So, hey, I'm excited about this.
Yeah, me too.
Classic cologne homage, maybe. And, some interesting, rather masculine floral scent notes at the top of that list. I don't want to read too deep into
don't
it.
look too deep.
Ooh, this could be an exciting adventure and maybe even a jailbreak hiding inside. But we'll know when we let it out of the box. It escaped. All right, yeah, here it is. Monte Cristo's Revenge.
Wow.
Oh, you did not see Ripper's Alley. That's coming up for an upcoming Halloween episode.
Wow, he's even like breaking out of the chains here. This is a thing.
And look at the label art. Looks like Mandy Patinkin and the Princess Bride.
It totally does.
Awesome.
Oh, we got the side label for those who like to stack such things.
I love the part of our shaving locker that has the Hoffman soaps because those labels are so awesome. It looks like a little stack of comic books sitting there, and each one's its own adventure.
Just makes you want to grab it out, you know?
I don't know if this is going to be the hero or the villain, but there's going to be some adventure in this.
Definitely some revenge, don't you think?
And I'm excited to add another Hoffman's to our den. Let's have a first impression. All right, you're going to go first, and I'm going to ask you some questions.
Oh boy, it has been a while since we've done a Hoffman's. I'm kind of excited. Okay, and as of today, on the website, you can still get this one at a discounted rate.
Yeah, sales going on. Check the website from time to time. I did Evil Pumpkin last night. Had a great shade with that. I'm pulling out our fall scents right now.
It's about time.
Here we go.
Okay, so here's our lovely pour. I'm going in.
Coming in, kid.
Oh. Okay, I'm glad that we did look that it is an homage to something, because I do get that kind of complex perfumery, cologne-y kind of vibe coming
but
through.
the spine straightened. What'd you find?
I definitely thought it was going to be a little more grungy. I don't know why. It's just power suggestion from the label.
Monte Cristo,
but there's something kind of bright and refreshing. We looked up the story a little bit, and there is this story of like kind of coming back to life and reclaiming it. I know there's revenge in there, but there is something like coming out of the darkness kind of coming through. Like it's a much brighter scent than I was expecting.
Oh, very nice.
I can tell it's masculine, but it's not with the normal things that I would say. And I don't want to say it's just clean, because that's not what it is. There's definitely a brisk, maybe floral side, maybe a citrus-y, not sweet, but there's something in there just to keep the brightness going.
Okay, not sweet. Hold on. That's what makes my ears perk up, because not sweet is trickier, I think. So what's creating the charm?
I'm not getting like gourmandy stuff. Like that's not in here. I can tell you what's not in here. But I'm getting like, it looks powdery.
Like an amber or a talc?
Maybe more talc.
Ooh.
But it's like, it's been through the cleaners. Like it's a really fresh talc, if that makes sense.
Nice.
my brain gets like the color of this yellow part on his jacket. Like it's that color. It's more vibrant, maybe is a good word.
Nice.
But again, it's not a typical masculine. I don't get the leathers. It's outdoorsy. Like there's something refreshing and outside. Like I almost feel like I am in Italy or Europe or somewhere. Like it's different.
Prison break, you kind of want to be outside, not inside,
We're
right?
not.
So that's where it's going to take you.
And I don't get the grunginess. Like I kind of thought, like, I know he was in jail forever. Like I really thought there was kind of like a grungy side to this, but there's not. There's like a new refreshed vibe happening.
Okay.
So we don't have anything else from Barredo, the company, and I can tell that it's a newer style of a cologne that we don't have. Like we've had a few in certain lanes.
Right.
This is its own, and I kind of like that. I don't think we have anything in our den that smells like this.
Nice.
I'm actually kind of surprised. I feel like I'm having a hard time explaining it.
Is there a prominent note that you find?
I really want to say it's the most masculine floral kind of side.
Nice, right.
Not a blue floral. It's a white something. At least that's what I'm getting straight off the puck.
Like little white flowers, jasmine kind of thing?
I don't think so. Like, it's not one that I can pick out. My brain is almost picturing like a glorified honey, but that's not, like, I'm not getting the amber side.
Right.
And honey isn't like seriously like sweet, syrupy.
Right.
But the image I'm getting is more in that type of a scent.
I accidentally looked at one of the scent notes.
Oh,
and
cheater.
I think I know what you're talking about. The one that I saw, just full disclosure, was marigold.
Oh.
Which is a little orange, yellow firework of a flower that my mom used to love, so I really know what they smell like, but they're not sweet. They're really on the sort of the dry, herby side, but a very masculine flower with being the opposite of the little white jasmine sort of flowers.
Okay,
so
then maybe that's what's coming through.
What it is, but being sort of the next one, marigolds.
Let's go.
Let me tell you what I can find in here. You ready?
Yeah. But that's funny because I got the color of his jacket, so that was kind of that bright color.
Oh.
I know, you got, there's a lot in there.
Yo, I'm not finding marigold in the way I was expecting.
Oh.
Hold on a second. No, this is not the heart of a marigold. This is not marigold forward. It's using it for something else. Hold on. Oh, this is fabulous. So, y'all, this is, okay, on the rainbow of spices and florals and herbs and all of those things that typically go into a masculine cologne. These are all on the top end, on the very highs, the very cleans, the very whites and light blues.
That bright kind of side.
But without having any kind of pokey elements.
Yep.
So, I'm not sure how they're doing this, because for me, generally when something is that white and clean of a scent, there's a price to be paid. There are some other things that are going to poke you, and after time, it kind of gets to you, especially if you're a little bit hungry, things like that. It's just a little bit too clean of a scent. This has a way of being that beautiful, bright, clean day without having any of those florals or high sugars or anything like that that's like poking at you.
I'm glad you said clean too, because I want a better word, but that's just what the image I'm getting.
You are so right when you said honey, because honey is everything that's sweet about sugar, but it's sort of downplayed and it's on the natural side of things. So that's totally kind of how it's doing the sweet for me. And then wait a minute. And y'all, here's something I don't say very often. It is something just as charming as like the smell of fresh cream is sort of in here like that. It's not a creamy scent, but it's that kind of a clean smell.
Because clean isn't the right word necessarily, but
it's almost like a cream with a little bit of a lemon kind of a thing, and then a tiny bit of a floral, but not the heart of the marigold, just the sweet part of the marigold, which is not that sweet to start with. So what a charming balance. And then hold on, there's something else under it that is, it's not going that deep, but it's grounding it as a base note. So hold on, let me see if I can figure out what that is.
I was stuck. I couldn't.
It's almost like a cinnamon.
Maybe.
It's almost like something like that at the bottom of this. Hold on. It's not like a patchouli or a tobacco or a leather.
No, I don't think so.
No, these are all very friendly, very clean, without having anything pokey. It's like they just took the intensity of the top notes and went, like, hold on a second.
It's a really intriguing scent. Like, I want to keep taking a whiff of it because it's new.
Right. And the spices in it, the intensity is just perfect, that it bites your nose into the spices. Something as charming as the spice balance inside of Coca-Cola.
Okay.
But it's a different kind of spice balance, but that's what's bringing your nose in.
Yeah, there's not much of a darkness to it. I can't figure... I really thought the revenge, because of the logo, was going to be such a different experience, but I'm actually enjoying this brighter, kind of orangier vibe I'm getting.
No, before we look at the set notes, I want to see if we might have some more clues that are going to be hiding in this lather.
This is my AKA custom-made set, so I got a brush and a bowl that are matching with fun colors, and we just gave them the color palette, and they just kind of went for it, which is super fun. Amelia and Gardner nailed it.
Made them live on Instagram, too. That's fun.
Oh, things are happening. There's more florals than that.
That's why I wanted to build a lather first. Having done Evil Pumpkin last night, I'll tell you, there's a lot of stuff.
There's multiple things in here. I know I said it was kind of a European vibe, and I feel like I definitely am on that trip now. I'm somewhere new.
And we love this base, y'all. If I have a new razor, a new blade, it's one of the ones I will reach for because I know it, I trust it, and I love how it makes my face feel.
So as I'm lathering this up, it just kind of smells expensive. Like, whatever the stuff is in here, whether it's the combo of the scents or if it's the quality of the scent oils, I am not sure. But I feel like I'm at the most bougiest place that I could be buying stuff just to buy the whiffs off this.
Right.
And I know we don't talk about lather, but look at that lather. I haven't even gotten it all out of the bottom of the bowl. It's just
so you will only find this on the Barbershop Duet. This is the Brooks Memorial Library whiff. On 3, 1, 2. Whoa!
A lot happened.
There's way more in there. Okay, so what are you getting from the lather? That's the true character.
That's what I mean. I feel like it's just so much more expensive. There's not just a floral. There are multiple florals.
Yeah, I'm buying that too.
But they're creating a new floral, if that could make sense.
Right.
Like I know it's
a combination of the florals.
Right. It's still got a masculine side to it. Like I do feel on you, this would smell completely different. I would enjoy smelling this on any gent walking by, but it's a new creation of a masculine scent. It's definitely in the clean category. I would still say it's in there, but it's not the typical blue clean laundry scent, and it's not just a fresh linen like kind of vibe.
Right, but it's in that neighborhood.
It is. It's close. So if you're a fan of those, this may be up your alley, but it's kind of recreated differently somehow. Yeah. I know there's got to be some citruses, but they're not the normal ones.
Oh, let me see.
You know?
Hold on.
Like I'm almost getting like I don't think it's blueberry, but it's something.
I thought I put a little bit in, y'all. I know we don't talk about lather here in the Barbershop Duet, but are you kidding me? Do you got a few friends that need to shave with you today?
No, I don't want to waste it. It's so dense.
Ooh, okay, here we go. Let me see what I find.
Is it like a blue or a purple? There's something in the middle.
In the center, it's an herb and a citrus that are coming together, y'all. And then the sweetness is underneath it, and there's something spicy and almost minty on top. That's this. And like you said, not gourmand, but fabulously knocking on that door.
It's maybe a subtle, maybe tobacco. I'm trying to figure out what the bottom layer is, because there's depth to this scent, and that can only happen if there's something like grounding it.
And there's a sweetness to this that I used to find in my backyard in the summer when we would get like rock wet and smell it drying.
Okay.
That is in this somehow. And it's a beautiful sweetness to it, like a sweetness to that rock.
Right.
That's kind of in this too somehow.
Yeah, I want another word besides clean, because but I haven't found it yet. I know you said charming, which I think that's kind of in this as well.
And I bet you this is bergamot. I don't think this is lemon, but it might even be the combination of the two. And I'm dying to know what the citrus is in the middle of this. Can we please see a list of charges against the accused? All right, y'all, so back to the sales page at hoffmansgrooming.com.
So we have marigold, as Marcus mentioned, but it's new in this soap. Yeah. I feel like even if we've smelled it before, something's different here.
You know what? There's a second floral in here that's being the floral. That's like, hi, how you doing? You know me, I'm floral. But the marigold, the middle of it, the gold part, the yellow, orange, gold part, if you know, put it in the comments. That is what's sitting here up against that other floral. So they're kind of playing back and forth. That way, that sophisticated dry note, herby note in the marigolds can still be there, but the other floral is kind of helping balance it out to be palatable and something recognizable, but it's hiding in there, and it's giving that floral an extra little twist. And then
we have bergamot. So you were right.
That's the citrus, freaky lime. I know. You see, it's almost a lemon. It's almost a lemon in its smoothness and its sweetness, but bergamot in a shaving soap, how dare you? And then
I don't know if we know this one. Buchu.
Buchu. Buchu. Mint with camphor notes. Y'all, that was the mint. That was the mint. And then going on.
Okay, cyclamen.
Cyclamen.
We've been having a few of those.
This is the other floral.
This is.
Violet and marigold. Those are the two.
There
And
you
you
go.
don't see them very often. I don't even think those really grow in the same parts of the country.
Probably
all that
not.
much. So I think that's what it is. Take two flowers from two different parts of the world, two different parts of the country, put them together. Your nose is not going to be used to that combination, but the way they complement each other is magical in this, keeping that floral masculine, but giving it a light, charming character.
Yeah, and I think that's what I almost was like, is it a blueberry? Is it a something? Like, it's not too sweet, but it was just enough to be there.
And then there is something in the Buchu that was raspberry or blackberry-like,
see,
right?
blackcurrant,
That, and a tiny bit of sulfur. I mean, apropos of Count of Monte Cristo, right? This is getting more genius as we go. And then
we have Moroccan cedarwood.
this
not
ain't
just
your
cedarwood.
mama's cedarwood. This be
no.
Moroccan cedarwood. And then
vetiver. So that was another kind of outdoor clue, maybe.
right. I used to think that vetiver was just like straight up cut grass. Somebody said that once, and that's kind of what I kept smelling for. But it's not.
No.
It's much more of sort of a greener blanket that you wrap around yourself. It's sort of more of an herb than it is like a grass.
I think vetiver is almost like, you know, like what they did to patchouli, where as we smell it, it's just kind of in there to keep the rest of the scent going.
Right.
I think vetiver is used a little bit more like that than just being a green grassy note.
And not a far walk from a patchouli or an oud if you get right down to it.
Yeah, but they're
just
used
on
that same
the greener
way.
side, on the more outdoorsy side, just gives you a sense of not being in a cell. Again, apropos.
Okay, so that is our list. That's still, I don't know if I would have ever picked half of these out to create this scent, but they're in there. They're for sure there.
Something I've mentioned this before, but just that little sweet charm, that little background echo of the Hoffman's base is here. What it does in Superfly is amazing. And y'all, we have come to count on it. It just takes these scent notes and a scent that you might know if you wore the original cologne.
Right.
But it just gives it that little spin so that it's not exact. It's Hoff's idea of that version of a scent in a shaving soap because it needs a little more charm. You're standing in a bathroom mirror, right? So that's the idea. And I love what it does to the scent.
All right, y'all. So before we try out this lather, I think we need to go deeper into the dungeon.
I'm excited, y'all, because I don't think we've had a Hoffman's base since we've started lathering our faces on the show. We want to show you how the base works, how it covers, because that's the part we like on the shaving shows we watch. So here we go. If I may be so bold, watch this,
See
y'all.
it in action here, y'all.
Y'all.
That is quite a...
One pass with just the brush, right? Look at that.
Ooh,
4 coats going on. Oh, it's beautiful. And talk about aromatherapy, y'all. It's one thing to light a candle on the other side of the room. It's another thing to just coat your face in this majestic scent.
And I would give this scent intensity at like a 3.54. Is it
100%.
intense? Yeah.
100%. And look at the peaks and valleys, y'all.
I know. I don't want to waste this. We have to go make you shave real quick.
We're going to escape over these with the Von Trapp children. You know, what I love about soaps that offer a sense of adventure, especially those that offer a great movie poster as their label, is this is going to be a character in that story. And it's either going to be our hero or our villain. And in the shaving world, more often than not, it's the bad guys. Y'all, I got a Darth Vader soap sitting in there. So the thing about this, I love that this takes on the character of the hero, the good guy, because y'all, you can smell that in here. You can smell his goodness. You can smell his kindness. You can smell his charm. So this is not like a generic clean. This is a very specific out for adventure clean.
There's a complexity to this scent.
Right.
Like, you can tell this person has depth to their soul. Like, there's layers to this person's character. At least I'm getting that.
And I love that this is all done so light, but like you said at the very beginning, so masculine.
It is. Yeah. I still don't know if that even makes sense. You'll have to get your noses on this to make sure we're right. But there's something different about this scent. I'm thoroughly impressed. It was not what I expected at all.
Tiny bit boozy, but more in like your vodka lanes and things rather than like your whiskeys.
It doesn't have that spicy, deeper layer that's usually thrown into the masculine realm.
Well, it's pretty simple. Y'all just be put in jail for a crime you didn't commit. Have a friend who knows how to get things, and just about the time you see Rita Hayworth up there doing that thing with her hair, you're gonna get your own. So head over to hoffmansgrooming.com where you'll find this and a ton of other stuff I want right now. Well, I've had my shave with Monte Cristo's Revenge, an absolutely fabulous and beguiling and charming citrus scent with so much more going on in here. And right after we shot this, the Hoff was doing a live on Facebook, so I mentioned to him, hey, we just shot this episode. He said, oh, isn't that an underrated, underappreciated soap? It sure is. I'm surprised this doesn't make more shockwaves in the community. Thank you for this. Welcome to Messages.
So for our September giveaway, we wanted to give you a chance to win a $20 gift card to Zingari Man.
Yeah, all you have to do to be eligible is send us an email here to WeSentYou@theBarbershopDuet.com, mention Zingari Man, and check back here on October 4th when we have Alexa help us choose our lucky winner.
Best of luck.
Y'all, well, there is nothing bossy about this scent. It demands attention, which I love because it's doing it in a more gentle way.
It is. And if somebody walked by you smelling like this, you would turn your head and be like, whoa, that
this will
smells
get
good.
you longer hugs. And I love what you said at the beginning, that there's not like a sweetness to this. That's not how it's doing its charm. It's doing its charm in the balance. It's creating something as beautiful as a sweet with the gentler parts of the rest of these ingredients.
I like that I had new scent notes that we've never even had either.
Right.
Like there was a few that were like, wow, we were right. We don't know this one.
And rarely does a quarter teaspoon overflow the bowl.
Extensive.
Y'all, look at
This is all we took
going
out
on.
in the corner. That's crazy town. Is there a time of day you'd wear this? Because it has a fun vibe to it.
Morning,
Yeah.
noon, afternoon.
I
I
think
feel like
so.
as soon as the sun starts to hit the horizon, this is going to be saved for tomorrow.
Right? All right, well, I'm really glad we could add another Hoffman's to our den. We don't have one like this, and we needed this to sneak in there.
I'm just going to go play with this lather for a while. Hey, Hoff, thank you for creating one of our favorite bases and a bunch of our all-time favorite scents.
Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.